Okay, so it's 1:40 in the morning, and I am up making me a big pot of tea because I drink tea. So I'm making lavender citrus tea right now, big old pot, so that I can char it up. And I'm also making some potato salad because that's all I'm making. I want some potato salad, and I didn't want to buy none, so I'm making it from scratch. So anyway, so I got the potatoes and the eggs boiling while I got a chance to get in the kitchen because I ain't gonna be in the kitchen tomorrow. So anyway, I'm sitting here, while I'm waiting for it to boil, and I'm just randomly looking at stuff, and I must say that I am like the Bereans in that I check everything. I research. Like, you can't just tell me anything and think I'm not going to go look it up and see, what the truth is, or is it correct, right? So I promise y'all, because I do research, y'all know that's why I write the way I do it. So I promise y'all, I have questions. And I ask my questions, and I'm gonna keep asking my questions. So I had a question that I asked somebody about Rosh Hashanah, and they gave me an answer, and I'm like, I was okay with the answer. And then I thought about it, and here's one of the things that I know: we can only teach what we've been taught. In the story, we can only teach what we've been taught. So the question then becomes, where's we getting this information from? Because listen, God teaches. God gave Moses the Ten Commandments. God talked to his people. So I don't question that part. But like, I want to know, and I know that God said ask him, right? He said ask him. So back when Rosh Hashanah passed, it reminded me of questions that I had like years before. Now I was listening to these different ones who are familiar with, because like you have to go people who are familiar with this stuff, and what all I know is God has never allowed me to miss one since 2005, I think. 2005. Like, I'd be forgetting about it, and he'll bring it right. Like, I could be in the week. So this year was like really, really, really special to me when it came to that. And so I had forgot my question, which my question basically was, why is Rosh Hashanah, which is considered the Jewish New Year, right? But according to God's word, nice in the first is the beginning of the year. So I wanted to know, like, and when it's like, and so when I first had this question many, many years ago, I didn't get the answer and I forgot about it. So this year, 2022, with all that I was like really paying attention and listening to try to understand like Rosh Hashanah and the days of Av, and and to try to understand all that, my question came back up again. I wanted to know, and it just so happened I heard this one. I don't know what to call them, because Jesus said don't call nobody rabbi, so I don't know what to call them. Anyway, I heard this one person explaining stuff, and he mentioned that Tishri the first is really Yom Teruah and not Rosh Hashanah. And then he was saying how back then in the day, how they was changing stuff, and he was exposing all that. And so I'm like, okay, so anyway, I heard some stuff today, and so I asked the question, you explain this to me now, and so I got an answer, and the answer was, the Jewish people have like 3 New Years. They have the secular one, which humans, ever since I've known, would honor and talk about, which is January the 1st. Then they have the religious one, which is said to be religious but I call it biblical because God said so. Our day is biblical. It's not religious to me. It's biblical, and that is nice and first. But then he said the one in Tishri was the day that they considered to be the birth of Adam. And so I'm like, okay. And I didn't think no more about it. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, the birth of Adam. I'm like, okay, hold up, wait a minute. Because my first thought was, if you know, not the person that told me, but the Jews, right? My first thought was, if you know what day Adam was born, and you're calling that the first of Tishri, although Adam was created on the sixth day, like how do you go from day 6 to day number 1? But anyway, like I'm just gonna put a pin in that one. But if you know the day that Adam was born, the first man created, if you know that day, how come you don't know the day that Jesus was born for real, for real? You know, and so I was like, you know, and so while I was sitting here, like with all these thoughts, I started scrolling and I started seeing different things that people have asked, you know, about Adam, you know, because I went to go and look it up myself. You know, I went to type it in. What day was Adam created? Because I want to see what one of these Jewish people, the actual Jews, I want to see what they literally wrote and said that he was created in Tishri, in the month of Tishri. Like I'm looking to see that, right? But the stuff I can't, y'all, I got to tell y'all, like this is why you have to do your research. You don't just take what is said. Like you hear it, but like the Bereans heard Paul and they received what they heard with great eagerness, the scripture says. But it also says they went and investigated to make sure everything that was being told was true. So now this is what I saw. Somebody asked the question, I don't know who, I don't know when, but somebody asked the question about how tall was Adam, like what was his height, right? And so I'm like, okay, that's a legit question. How tall was Adam? And I'm 5'3". I'm considered short. I'm 5'3". So I'm like, okay, how tall was Adam? Yeah, I like to know that too. That's kind of a cool question. Whoever thought about it, kudos to you for thinking about it. So the answer was given that he was 30 cubits, 60 meters, I think it said 30 cubits. Now listen, I live in the United States. Over here we deal with feet and inches. I don't know what cubits and I don't know what that means. So what I did was I went to go get one of those translators, or not translator, but the calculator, the conversion calculator. I went to go get the conversion calculator, right? And so I put in 30 meters because that's what it said. 30 cubits because that's what it said. And I wanted to know how many feet and inches is 30 cubits. Baby, that thing kicked back and said it's 98 feet and like 105.105 inches. And I'm like, and I just shook my head. I'm like, you know what? This is why you have to do your research. And this is why I share in such detail. And this is why I dig. And this is why everything that I find when I dig, I share it. But when I share it, it's not for you to take my word for it. You need to go for number one, I'm human, so I might type something in wrong. So you need to check. Number two is we all are connected to one another, and none of us know the full, but we all know bits and pieces. So now if I did some research and I learned this bit, and you now take the research I did and you dig even further and you learn this little bit and you share, and that adds to my studying too, and my studying should add to, that's how I view stuff. tall. Yeah, okay. 98 feet. Baby, I'm going to wait for the Lord on that one. Like, I'm going to wait for the Lord on that one. When it's time for me to know something like that, He'll make sure that I know I'm willing to wait until after the rapture and all this other stuff. I am willing to wait. I'm willing to wait. I'm going to wait. And then I'm going to wonder why I'm so short. Like, can you imagine 98 feet tall and how small we are? Baby.